Good morning. I have been very touched and moved by the comments you guys have left on my other two videos. The support you guys have given me. I'm blown away. Thank you guys. Those of you that have blessed me with some funds to rebuild, that have shown up and finger banged my Cash App with some love. I appreciate that. I'm gonna show you guys something. All right, this is 3619 West Northgate, apartment 127. This is where I spent my formative years. This was my bedroom window right there. I haven't been here since my grandmother died in 2002. So 20 years. Almost. Yeah, she died in November, so almost exactly 20 years. Not for nothing, but that was the mail room where my girlfriend gave me a hand job once. We finger banged each other. You didn't need to know that, but since we're walking down memory lane, and then the swimming pool area, which I can't get into because it's access locked. I got married to my first wife by the pool. There's a little nice fountain. It looks nice, but I got married at our pool. I was talking to my cousin Tanya. Been here a couple days. We spent a couple days with her. We just talked and talked and talked. Caught up. Got to know each other again. We talked about my grandmother who raised me. Very heavy-handed, and I've always been at odds because I never missed a meal. I always had good clothes on my back. Maybe not designer shit, but nice clothes. But she was very heavy-handed. She wouldn't hesitate to smack the shit out of me. There were quite a few whoopings. I don't know what they were for. She just Patrick Lee Puckett and then would start wailing. And it wasn't like you did this, you're getting spanked. It was just like, I'm gonna whoop you until I feel like you got it. And I always felt kind of at odds because I feel like there was a life that I wanted that I wasn't prepared for. Christian school education is dog shit. Any education system that is so into its religious dogma that it doesn't prepare you academically for a good life. The square root equation of algebra is not Jesus. Stop. But she thought she was doing the best for me, and I have to look at it through that lens. I know she loved me, but it didn't feel like I was supported or encouraged or, hey, this is the life I know I want. Okay, how do we prepare you for that? I didn't feel like I had that, and I was always at odds. And just talking it out with Tanya, I don't know, it helped. You know what I mean? People are so quick to like let go of the past or get over the past, or now with cancel culture, people are doubling back to the past to cancel the past. Sometimes you just have to, I think, revisit it and look at different perspectives and then forgive it. And then sitting there and talking to Tanya about it, I kind of forgave it. I did. I'd held such a grudge with every time I'd run into something in life that I didn't know how to handle because I wasn't prepared for it. I would automatically be mad at her. Like, why didn't you prepare me for this shit? Why didn't you set me up for this? Why were you so focused in it's all about church? And this is the answer. It's not. And why didn't you prepare me for real life, much less the life I wanted? And I forgave her for it in that moment. And it helped. Like, I feel like it really helped. And we were able to transition from like me thinking about all the heavy-handed harshness to realizing that this was a person that was probably hurt a lot herself and was just dealing with people the way she'd been dealt with. Giving her, like, you know what, she through her own weird way, she was trying her best. And it got to a point where, like, I hadn't really, like, missed her. Like, I was like, because I know she's not proud of me. oh, she's probably proud of you. She's not. She didn't want me to be a comedian. She didn't want me to live the life I live. She didn't want me to dress how I dress. She wanted me to be square bear, shirt tucker, blonde wife, 3 kids, pastor of a church. She didn't want me to be this. So, oh, she's proud of you? Maybe not. But I missed her a little bit. Like in that moment, I was like, you know what? There were some good times. There was some good moments, and I kind of missed her. I kind of wished, whether she's proud of me or not, I kind of wished I could have a conversation with her in the moment that I'm in. Chances are I'd probably just get a lot of scripture quoting and not really her personal perspective. But still, it would have been nice to have been able to like, hey Ma, I'm in a bad way here. Because there were times where she was quite nurturing. She could be. And I missed him, and I had to come back here. I have tried my hardest to get and stay out of Irving, Texas. I've tried. But love and family always bring me back here. When I wanted to marry the love of my life, it brought me back to Irving, Texas. We lived 2 blocks from here. I spent years completely cut off from everything, all family. I was in LA, no one knew where I was, no one knew who I was was gone, I was off the grid. And I ended up married and content for a while, 2 blocks from here. Things kind of went the way they went. I bailed out. I went to LA and Florida and all over the I was in Canada. I was all over the place. I almost died at City Hall in Irving. And I had to come back here with this different feeling that I have now of, you know what? The past is the past. I accept it. I forgive it. I take my responsibility for it. I forgive the people that need forgiving. And I move on. And it's been good to be back here. It's been interesting. The thing that's gotten me, just to double back quickly, the thing that's gotten me, like, with all these messages that people send me, is there's a lot of them like, me too. I almost killed myself last week. I've been hurting. I'm depressed. I'm sad. And somehow me just saying what I felt like saying. There's a mosquito. God, these Texas mosquitoes. Sorry about that. I don't know who made mosquitoes, but that guy's a dick. Anyway, dealing with what I've been dealing with, these messages of people sharing like, yeah, you talking about you makes me feel like I'm not alone. That's been kind of, I don't know, that's touched me a little bit. To know that just talking shit about my own fuck-ups and my own problems and traumas, if that helps you guys feel like you're not alone, then cool. Because you're not. Like, I don't have any answers. I am not in a place to be giving anybody any answers. Or trying to help anybody in any way. I'm still trying to fix myself. But you're not alone. And, having that person like, oh yeah, that guy's going through it too, sometimes that helps you get through it. But, it's different now. So, yeah, that's where I grew up. That's from the age of 13 till 22. That was it for me right there. The dreams, and the life that I had imagined in that room, I'm still chasing. I had just moved from New Mexico and just discovered comedy right before I moved. And so when I was here, this was the big city to me. And so here I'm like, this is where it's going to happen. I'm going to grow up here in this big city of Dallas, and I'm going to go to New York. I never made it to New York, but I'm going to be a famous comedian. I'm not famous. But the dreams and the visions and the ideas and the hopes and the worries and all that happened in that room right there, staring out that window, man, they're still such a part of me. They are still such a part of me. But now I get a chance to look at them through different eyes. So, just something I wanted to share with you. This mosquito's driving me crazy, and I gotta pee. So, I love you guys very much. Thank you guys for all your continued support, and have a wonderful day.